take down Youngwon ZVP, but will he be able to take down MVP in the ZVT? That's the big question. MVP definitely preparing for this matchup. RorO, the obvious ace pick if it did come to this. So MVP always in the back pocket of Incredible Miracle, and they're going to use him here to try to take down the Zerg Menace.
This is oftentimes, you know, a great pick when somebody's expecting a different race. You pick somebody who is a player that wasn't even fielded that day. This is essentially, in all the decisions I've seen the IM coach make, he's made some decent decisions in his lifetime. You know, everyone used to joke that he would just pick his players' order and wouldn't really think about what happened in the GSTL. This is one of the most clever decisions he's ever made that I can think of, and I really, really like it. It's exactly what I would have done.
Yeah, we're both in agreement on this, as we have been all day. I think MVP was the right choice. He's done it before in an ace match. I can't see why he can't do it again. RorO, definitely a huge opponent here.
Look at him with those pins, man. He's got 4 GSL titles and the pin for the GSTL title pinned to his chest there. He's got so much success. RorO, of course, only winning 1 GSL title.
It's like Super Bowl rings. It's like, how many rings do you have? Oh, I've got 5 pins. RorO only has 1. He's not wearing it here today.
Yeah, guess not. MVP, if he wore it, MVP would just look that much better than him if he did.
Yeah.
All right, let's go into our final map, Outbox, for the first time we see it today. RorO's second match against the challenger, the ace player for IM, MVP, here at the 2014 StarCraft 2 Pro League.
SK텔레콤.
Down here in the bottom right, the pink Zerg for Samsung Galaxy Con is RorO.
His opponent to the top left in blue, they call him the King of Wings. It's MVP.
We have a sign. Oh, well, go ahead.
I was just saying, he's one of the most. Actually, I think it's like not even arguable. The most consistent pro gamer we ever had in Wings of Liberty.
Yeah.
You know, he and his teammate Nesty did both very well in Korea, but MVP did so well at every tournament he ever flew to, and then he came back to Korea after traveling and crushed opponents like it was nothing. An insane opponent to face.
Swatting insects.
Something like that, man. He's like Alakir with like more attributes than Windfury. He's like also got a death rattle. It's to put 4 GSL pins on your chest, man.
Oh god.
Never got that 5th title that he wanted.
Yeah.
But he's still a force to be reckoned with. Looks like he will CC first here on Outboxer. We talked about this a lot. This map seems to be the best map in the pool for siege tanks. And as a result, would not be surprised to see him back here.
I wouldn't be surprised either. I think if MVP doesn't go for some kind of really practiced timing attack against RorO, I think he's going to probably go mech. I mean, on this map, it's just so good, especially at the 4th bases. You get the siege tanks. You can siege it up so well and just really use that to your advantage.
This drone is actually really delaying the CC. It's going to drop it on the low ground now. But the drone will scout this, of course. Has already put a bit of a delay to it. And might be able to damage that SCV a little bit more. He's going to have to recover some hit points first. Back at home, he's going hatch first, and he could potentially go double hatch before pool against this.
Decides not to. Throws down that pool. You guys can't see it. I see it on the mini-map.
It's just playing safer. It's kind of tougher to pull that off on maps like this.
Yeah.
Don't be shy. Nice Samsung phone she's got there.
Yeah, I liked her phone cover. It's a pretty good color of red there. We were actually thinking about dyeing our hair again. I was thinking about red.
Yeah, I have no idea what I'm gonna do, man. Right now I'm growing my facial hair out.
Yeah, you're trying out the beard. It's
a scary experiment. It's going slowly. You guys will see me at the GSL, like in camera a little bit better, and I'll have grown a lot more since then. It's gonna be fun. But it's one of these experiments in terror that just gonna do.
Don't have to be scared. Don't have to be shy.
I'm just gonna do it. Gonna go with it.
Yeah.
Gonna roll with it.
I think it'll be good. Justin, actually, the caster for the KDL here, he was going for it as well. He said it was just laziness, but I think it looks good on him as well.
Yeah. You know, if you dye your hair, when you grow out a beard, you show your true colors. Literally.
Yeah, that's true. Show your true hair colors. Come right through your face. You can't even control it.
Yeah. Well, it's always important to wipe your makeup off as well. Otherwise, when you grow a beard out there, it kind of pops through your makeup. It looks really nasty.
Yeah.
My facial hair grows so fast. I think it grows faster than anybody I've ever met. When I shave, like 10 minutes later, I'm like, it's poking out again. It's back. It's like, I don't know.
You were meant to grow a beard. That's what it's trying to say.
My blood's got like Miracle Grow in it or something.
You're like one of those chia dolls.
I guess so. That Overlord's making a mess over there.
Yeah.
So far in this game, we've seen, you know, no tells yet for MVP. He rescues his SCV because that's the type of kind king that he is. He drops a third CC. There's no way of knowing what sort of composition he's going for just yet. And as a result, RorO has to play it safe as well. He's not going to be choosing any tech routes until he identifies what he's up against.
Well, he does drop the factory on the reactor, so he's going to go for 2 Hellions here first to start this off.
Yeah, and continues Marine production for now. No starport either. I wonder if he's gonna... he's not gonna add a second factory here, I don't think.
It's not looking that way. The Overlord does see the third CC, so he knows that he can get his economy up for a bit here. RorO starts his third base.
This is really interesting. What is MVP going to do with all this gas? Doesn't have a starport. Okay, he's going to do double factory here. Goes into triple fact, skips the starport.
Yeah,
that was the only thing that like started to make sense to me, but I was like, I don't know, I just don't think he's going to do it. But hey, he does. He adds double fact, and it's going to add a tech lab here. We could see a Blue Flame Hellion build because he skipped the starport. That would be pretty shocking. He's clearly trying to deny Overlord scouts with those Marines. That's why he made extra Marines. I don't think we're going to see any more Marines this game. I don't think he's going to go like Stim, you know, hit any sort of bio timing. I think the bio part of this game is over, and it's now time to go to Hellions. Hellions are going to be shut down by these Queens, on the other hand, not getting any damage done.
Yeah, RorO has a very nice little group of Queens here, just spraying the creep so much, and being on the outskirts here, trying to deny any Hellions getting in the main.
Gonna also kill these towers here.
Yeah. Wants to get those rocks down, make it harder for RorO to take a fourth base without going over there and killing those rocks first.
Blue Flame, man.
Here it is.
He's doing it.
4 Hellions at a time. He's going to have so many Hellions, but look at this. Overlord speed.
Overlord speed is done. He needs to micro those Marines or to the best of his ability, or this is all going to be for naught.
We see those rocks still going down. Not much has changed. The Overlord is still alive.
And he's losing these Hellions too. Ouch. That really hurts.
Wow. 3 Hellions for free go down. Overlord's still alive, sees everything.
Yeah, and this is a pretty big tell. All he needs to do is get roaches out and defend. Now, this is still very scary because the Hellion count is, I mean, look at this. This is
so many. That drone was trying to make a fourth, but is going to be denied, and those Hellions tried to come in. They poke at that Queen and run away for now. Another Overlord comes in here.
So basically, he's not going to be able to hit the timing he wants. He's not going to be able to go in and do a devastating amount of drone kill damage. He needs to actually move these Hellions again. There he goes. But he's just going to rather transition into mech and play this more standard. Start siege tank production with that tech lab. Gets the eBay up so he can get ready for possible Mutalisk. It's not going to be Mutalisk that comes his way for a while, but he will need those turrets.
Yeah,
he's going to try to actually sneak through here. Can he actually get through? This time I think he might. That roach is not enough to block.
There's way too many Hellions in the base right now. The drones lining up as well, getting more and more drone kills. Tries to get more, but they do get away. A lot of Queens here in roaches. He's going to try to micro here behind the minerals.
Yeah, I don't think he's going to really get anything else done here. He loses his entire map presence with this, and that's why I'm not so sure about this move. Yeah, he's got a lot of, he got a lot of worker kills, but he's still down in Harvesters.
Yeah.
Worker count's pretty even, but I mean, MVP just lost so much. Look at the units lost. That's actually atrocious.
That's
like
the
hurts to
story
look
of
at
that
now.
attack, actually.
Yeah, that's like, whoa, that didn't quite work out.
Like, he killed, I think it was like 10 drones, but then RorO just started 15. So, like, you know, obviously it's larva spent and minerals spent, but you're losing so many Hellions when you do that. I would have loved to see him maybe split up and try to go into the main as well, but what's done is done. A bunch of roaches over here at the third now going to deny mining, going to take out this gas that he desperately needs for this mech.
Yeah. All these little things add up. He could actually kill it again, maybe. Doesn't realize. Walks away. Roach speed will finish here. 2-2 on the way, as 1-1 are on the way for MVP. The Spire, he's even getting Overlord drops, Brendan. That's like, when you get Overlord drops against a mech player, you're basically saying, I'm pretty ahead here. I'm going to try to capitalize on that.
Yeah, I like that play, actually. Just in the position RorO's in right now.
He gets a few more drone heroes. This is worth it, right?
Yeah.
That's definitely a trade he can and go home and be happy with.
Trade you can bring home to your mother.
Yeah, that's a trade you can show your mom and your dad.
Show them the replay. You're like, look at this trade I did. They're like, I don't know what this is.
Don't show that trade. Don't show that trade to your grandma though. Oh, you always playing those shoot 'em up games. I don't like this. Why don't you play the Mario game? But yeah, show your parents. I'll be happy with that trade.
Yeah. Look at this creep. RorO is like religious with this right now. He's even going down into the pit in the middle. He's getting it everywhere. He's dirtying up this whole map.
He missed his hatch though, by one little spot there.
That's unfortunate.
He's gonna want to fix that. It's gonna cost him a bit of minerals, but this roach attack, I don't think there are any siege tanks nearby. Definitely not any of them covering this refinery. So he's gonna lose that again. That, well, I guess covers a little bit of the refinery, but not enough.
Yeah. And they just burrow over here. Gonna regen that health
so quickly, and he's getting burrow movement even. I think he's just going to keep poking here, then eventually send some overlords across and then drop roaches into the main base. He's going to have Mutas coming over here to the left side to do damage. A few more turrets finishing up over here. This time he's actually committing to making sure the gas cannot be remade, which is going to force a bigger reaction here out of MVP. Here come those Mutas though. And turret repair is pretty spot on, but he's eventually going to get that.
Yep, does get it, and the SCVs are going to lose mining time. They're going to have to run away now. He's getting the gas SCVs as well. A lot of gas being lost here. And RorO, he's just so on top of keeping MVP's gas down. You could even see it like in the what is it called? The minerals and gas in the top
resource
right.
tab.
Yeah, the resource tab.
Well, the overlord drop is actually for double expands over here. Wow.
Look at this, man.
Whoa. I wish that I was going to just consider doing a roach drop after he does enough damage to MVP's economy. I mean, obviously we were past that point now, but I did not expect this. This is tough for MVP to recover from.
This is RorO's map right now. Look at this map. Excuse me. All of this
it's pink,
all
man.
over the map. It's all pink with the Samsung Galaxy color. He's got bases just everywhere.
He's even going to kill this one. Wow. Right now, MVP fans at home are getting a little bit frustrated as RorO's playing a great game. But here we go. This could be a game changer. That block with the evolution chamber is a little bit too slow. Roach drop happening over here. Meanwhile, it's going to be able to kill a command center. And are the Hellions cleaned up? Not yet.
No, not yet. And they're coming in here. Oh, two go down pretty quickly. Another one goes down. One Hellion here, not going to do anything.
The worker count's still pretty good here for RorO. And he's going to start going to work on that armory. That's very expensive. He needs to repair it. Oh my God, does he get it? Oh, that one down to the single digit, and he does get it. And he gets the Hellion as well. Going to maybe get a few more of these harvesters. And that's pretty huge. Meanwhile, Mutal is chasing this army away. There's no Thors here.
There's no Thors. They're in the main, and there's just not enough turrets here. Too many Mutas. RorO is just all over MVP right now.
Well, this has been a pretty RorO-dominated game, man. Ever since he defended that Hellion run by in his natural, he's been controlling this show. He's been calling the shots. 6 more turrets, 2 more Thors being made right now. Meanwhile, the Maynard by air happening here. He's going to start sending those drones over to the island bases.
The air Maynard. This base, this 4th base, just can't get up for MVP. RorO is just... Oh my God. Bringing more Mutalisks over here. He's going to eventually take out the CC. Losing a bunch of Mutalisks, though. He's got to be careful.
Yeah, takes out the CC. This is pretty huge. But I think it would be much huger if he didn't have the gold bases. It looks like every single harvester dies here, but all the Hellions are going to be traded as a result. And the Mutalist count is getting pretty high. 26 of them on the map right now. He's going to kill this base. He's just on top of everything right now.
Yeah. from the beginning, the creep spread, the gas, the continuing. That's like his 3rd or 4th CC taken out now.
He's getting like, I mean, he's getting Vikings here, which are not too useful against mutas in their own, but if you've got them to support Thors, of course, with that range, it can be good. But this is, again, something that RorO is able to scout. He's going to kill some of these siege tanks. Eventually, he's going to just consider remaxing in something else that's better at killing, killing the Thors, because he's killed so many of the siege tanks, and he's eliminated so much gas mining from MVP. Look at his bank, or lack thereof, to the top.
Yeah.
So much gas being mined at these gold bases, or these island bases.
Yeah, and RorO at the island base is just getting all these gas. I mean, his gas bank, he's just being able to make so many of these mutalisks because of it. And he's getting so many of the upgrades as well. He's about to finish +2 for his attack to air. And look at that flock, man.
That's like a murder of mutalisks, actually. That's like a... It's not even a flock anymore, man. He's going to come over here and he's going to kill these turrets. He needs to be careful against those Thors, though. That was almost a devastating loss.
That was scary to watch. I thought he was actually going to fly over those Thors.
There's a lot of Thors, but this is, again, something he's kind of trying to force. And then he's going to switch into roaches. I think he could actually just sneak through here, target the command center down. Yeah, ooh. Well, the turret's going to finish. He actually might just want to target that SCV. Oh, there's a spare SCV, though.
MVP wants to make sure he can finally get something up.
I don't know if he knows that. Oh, wow, this is actually too many mutas, I think. Look at how many spores, or those tumors, there's so many. He's just gonna, LOL, I've got so many extra ones, I'm just gonna kill your Hellions. Sorry about it, man. Meanwhile, while your Thor's out of position, I'll kill your CC, that's cool. If that's cool with you, that's fine with you, man.
If you're fine with getting destroyed.
Well, I mean, what can MVP do here? He needs to pull a reality right now. He needs to just be unbroken. He needs to stop RorO from controlling him like this. He's starting to add Ravens in, which we've seen in the past can be quite good at this. And mutalisks that die are being instantly rebuilt right now. He's actually switching into possible Swarmos here with the Locust upgrade, with the 3-3 finishing up. Wouldn't be a bad choice. And the Vikings are not going to be very useful against that.
No, not very at all. 12 mutalisks. And just continuing to upgrade. He's getting, he's halfway through that +3 as well. He's taking more bases. Scan goes down at like the 4th, I guess you could call it, or the 5th of RorO. It doesn't really matter. These turrets trying to get up, but just being killed immediately by all these mutalisks. Thors, being forced in and out of position.
Yeah. He doesn't know about the island bases. Well, he might have an idea, but he doesn't have vision. Greater Spire is now being added. Probably something he's not going to use for a really long time, considering our Viking count right now, but, he's just basically got the infrastructure there if he wants it. Look at the income right now. He's got twice the income in gas and nearly twice the income in minerals. He would have it if there were no mules. Look at the harvest counts at 94. He's going to kill all these Hellions for free. Hellbats, I guess I should say. I mean, what... MVP has just never been able to do anything this whole game. And he's not like, it's not like a reality, I'm not doing anything, I'm just going to trade against everything you have. It's just, he's losing stuff constantly.
It's not a not doing anything that he wanted to do.
Yeah. Queen's over here, just again to help put up those tumors.
Yeah, it's too good at putting up tuners. And again, the flock, the murder mutalisks coming in here, even going to get a Thor now. And there's just nothing here. The Thor's, so slow. They're going to try to come over here and eventually get it, but that's another CC down.
You even considered fighting the Thors for a second there. This army that's coming across here for MVP is going to be almost impossible to replace. So he needs to do damage with this. This is his chance, though. And he's got a great composition here. He's got way more army supply right now than RorO has, because RorO has so many drones. He has 94 drones right now. That's almost half of his supply.
Yeah, RorO's going to have to come back here and defend this. I mean, the mutas are over there cutting off reinforcements. They're actually going to get 3 Thors over here. That's pretty good for this, but he's losing some mutalisks as well. He's got to worry about that attack, though, on his front step. Yeah, what does he have here?
I'm really worried about him here, actually. MVP's army is still almost unbeatable, and that's what Mech can give you. 10 Swarm Hosts are what he chooses to remax them, but that's his entire mineral bank. And he needs to make sure they all stay together. They can't be walking across in front of siege tanks like that.
No, they can't. He's got the mutas over here just going to shut down this 4th base again, which is good. But MVP, he has this whole army he's got to be dealt with right now.
12 more Swarm Hosts about to pop out, but again, he has to keep them all together. He would love to eliminate that Raven, and here come the Vikings even going to start working against those Swarm Hosts. Except from the beginning, they're not very useful against this, but when there's no support, they work just fine. Scan goes down here as well. He's still killing more and more reinforcements, but MVP's army is still solid. It's just the 17 now Swarm Hosts that we have on the way that are going to be a big problem, and he's killing more and more of these reinforcements. Now he's going to eliminate this base, it looks like. At least eliminate its mining.
I feel like even though MVP is able to come to the front step of RorO, like RorO doesn't really even have a front step. He has both the island bases. He just has so many bases all over the place. Like even if he is able to do this for a while, he's eventually going to have his army cut down by these Swarm Hosts that are just going to walk away, reburrow, and produce more Locusts. And MVP, he doesn't have any reinforcements because RorO just keeps on cutting them off.
Yeah, I mean, this is a trade of free units against expensive mech units. When RorO doesn't even need to trade for free because he has the better bank. Every time he kills a unit, it's worth it for him. 13 more mutas actually being built now as well. I think he's actually just starting to realize that like he just needs to have some mutas on the map to control the bases and their movement and the mining, and he just keeps doing that. If he can stop turrets from going up these bases, that's all he needs to do. More and more Locusts coming out here now, starting to fight the Vikings. It looks like he's now going to lose these Swarm Hosts because they're cornered completely over here. And this is great for MVP. Scan goes down. He's going to be able to eliminate all of these. This is pretty huge.
Yeah, that's a lot of minerals and gas in all of those Swarm Hosts here. The last remaining ones do produce some Locusts and going to give some problems. But look at this, even more Swarm Hosts in the back here.
Oh, the Thors are just getting so worn down right now, Brendan. I mean, he doesn't have enough minerals to really repair. Yeah, sure, he has a lot of minerals in the bank right now, but he doesn't want to use those on repairs. And he looks like he just dropped all those down onto his production facilities, making 2 more Thors. Now, this base is going to go down, but again, he has the island bases.
Yeah.
And he has Mutalisks, so he knows that MVP can't get to the island bases.
And he's just continuing to not even let MVP get any minerals right now. He's going to stop this 4th base for, what, the 10th time?
Something like that. This base goes down, can start to kill that planetary. And there's not really anything left on the map here for MVP. He's starting to lose more Thors. If he thinks that he's going to take these to the gold bases, he's wrong. There's 1 more base on the map that's not taken. 2 more, actually. The one to the bottom of his natural, and then the one to, like, I guess you would call it the 6 o'clock expansion. Those bases are not currently occupied or covered by creep. But I don't know, man. He's going to lose this command center if he actually tries to send it over there.
Yeah. There's just not enough here for MVP now. He's down to 52 supply. He only has 10 workers. He has no mining bases. It's just so hard. He's like long distance mining right now.
This planetary is going to hold off for Locusts for a while. But, I mean, with no repair, I guess a while is going to be about this long.
Yeah, planetary goes down, and MVP just has nothing now. He's going to try to block off the Locust from his 4 Thors, but
yeah, if they target, I mean, it's not going to work for long. And I mean, he just has enough to end the game essentially. Just way too much economy. I feared for RorO for a second, and that's when and then a second later I realized he just has way too many Swarm Hosts. He has way too much of an economy on those island bases. He didn't lose the tech. And I mean, yeah, the Thors are doing a lot of damage on the high ground, but they're killing free units that have already broken through and are going to keep coming. Yeah. You could almost consider trading his Mutalisks against those Thors because those Thors are not at full health.
I think you could actually, especially with the Locusts. Thor's actually just running away. There's 2 more here, but look at how many mutas there are. RorO has this game.
It's got his name written all over it, man. He played such a great game. A good strategic choice here by the IM coach. It was RorO who way outperformed MVP, realized what he was doing. MVP tried to go for some gambles, tried to go for those Hellion run-bys, for example. Did not find success there. And as a result, RorO is just kind of crushing him here. He took the island bases. He outmaneuvered MVP at every turn. Look at the creep. You talked about it a lot. It's very important to note, man.
Look at the left side of the pit. There's just so many...
He's
so
like, I'll get these drones! No. You won't get those drones,
He didn't even get the drones. Locust still coming and doing more damage.
Very nice day for IM today. Really good strategic choices, great builds, great planning. MVP looks like he's trying to come to terms with this game. But I think that this is going to be it. There's nothing left. He's even scanning the island bases, and that's it. GG. RorO and Samsung will take the match today. The 3-2 score, very close, very tense. And congrats to RorO. He played 2 excellent games today.
Yeah.
Really awesome late game player. Give him some Swarmos and he will not be defeated.
The more and more I see RorO, just the more excited I get about him. He just looks better and better. Just even in that game, he was on top of everything, even down to the gas, not letting MVP get that gas at the third base, the Muta micro just all over him. So much creep all over the map, and MVP, he's trying to come to terms with it still. You can even see it on his face.
Yeah, tough loss to take, especially when you got so many fans